Good morning. I'm up, I'm dressed. Feeling slightly better again. It's Thursday, it's Thursday shirt. Creature habit and all that, even after missing the first couple of days, still wearing certain shirts on certain days. So that's the way I am. Last night I was talking about the weather, as a spritzer want to do. Apparently it's going to be an absolute scorcher on Saturday. Highs are like 21, 22. Obviously, you know, you're a couple of days ahead and all the variables with the weather, you can't actually predict it, but actually hotter than the vast majority of the summer, almost. So, videos might be me in a little bit of garden, tanning myself. I know, I'll probably, really do need to go into town and get my hair cut. If it's going to be nice like that, maybe I can walk it. It'd be nice. Anyway, I've got a few things I still need to get sorted before going to work. Such is having to be a responsible adult. Anyway, I'll see you later tonight. And also hopefully my throat will be a bit better. I'm probably a bit quiet and a bit croaky again today. Pain in the backside. Alright, see ya. Good afternoon. Oh, what a day. A lot of things went wrong. Oh no, it's been one of those. We all have them. Move on. It's Friday tomorrow. Gonna go to my parents for tea. That'd be nice. See me mum. See me dad. Get out nice and quickly there by a nice Mitsubishi person. Seriously, I do not get the my car's compute and trip compute, like distance to empty. It's sort of like my own form of in-car entertainment. Really, is just like seeing what random numbers it comes up with. Filled up yesterday. Filled up. It said 408. I drove back home, dropped down to 403. Well, that's actually pretty good going. And then I turned on my engine this morning, it said 369. Right. What happened to the other 34 miles from yesterday? Right. Oh, all gone. Then it only took me like, I got to work and I was like 363, 362. I drove a bit further than that. And now I've turned it back on and back up to 400. Although it's already dropped down to 399. There's weird sort of how it goes up and down. Like last time I fueled up, I fueled it up and it said 375. By the time I got home, by the time I'd driven out of town, I went up to 385, and then by the time I got home it was on 381, and then when I turned it on the following morning it's like 340. So it's, yeah, like playing the hokey pokey. It's in and out, shake it all about. Hair is really long. Seriously, if I was to sort of pull it down straight, it almost reaches the end of my nose. It is really shaky. I do nothing else on Saturday. I have to get it cut. But like I said this morning, it's supposed to be really nice, so hopefully I can have a nice walk down into town, get my hair cut. There's certain people who watch this who today were telling me that I have to video the actual cutting of my hair and talk to the barber or else. So I will try to remember that and see what the old mate does and says. See how it goes. I'm sure there was something I was going to talk about in terms of news that I'd seen, but I can't remember now. Oh yeah, that was it. This whole thing with players kneeling in the NFL during the national anthem, and how up in arms people are getting against it and claiming it's unpatriotic, it's against the military and everything, when it was started as a response to the brutality against I think it was mainly black people, but I think also it sort of came to encompass all ethnic minorities by white police officers, and these people are the guys who are in the NFL and who are taking the knee during the national anthem, getting huge amount of flack for it, when they are doing it. I know there's a huge amount of patriotism in America, and they're very proud of their flag, the national anthem, their military, but there is that history, and it's still surprising that today that racism or just any kind of discrimination continues, because there's still gender discrimination, discrimination based on your sexuality. It's all sorts, based on your religion as well. I think I read somewhere that it's only it's either 2 or 5 states in America that you can actually hold political office if you're an atheist. Otherwise, if you class yourself as an atheist, you cannot actually hold office, and I think you couldn't even become president if you're an atheist. I know they do on their dollar bill say "In God We Trust," but it's kind of ridiculous. But what is quite weird in terms of our racism, in terms of, based on the colour of people's skin, if you were to look at the world as a whole, the minority skin colour is actually white. So all the people who get lumped into the ethnic minority within places like America and Britain, because these are predominantly white countries. But if you were to look at the world as a whole, there's, may actually put these whole white supremacists, might actually give them a bit of perspective, but probably not. Most of them tend to be, put it politely, less educated, statistically speaking. It's not to say that there aren't those who are well educated who still hold these antiquated views, and we just need to sort of get past it somehow. Just continue. It's all about educating the future generation, but the problem is they're still probably going to spend more time with their parents, with the kind of people who are going to give them those views, and then your parents will probably turn around and say, I don't want them going as, I got a right to teach my kids what I want to teach them. It's a minefield, and it's still a sad state of affairs, and it's kind of depressing. And we can't get along, we can't share, we can't work together, which are some of the basic lessons you tell your kids. You got to share, you got to get along with people, but we're then not doing it for some very petty reasons. Right, I think I'll leave it there because I'm kind of going round in circles, and there's I don't think I'm making a great deal of sense. I know what I want to say, I know what I mean. But I can't quite get it out, and probably moaned at for being a soft liberal. Eventually, we may actually learn to be a singular human race. Alright, see you guys tomorrow, and maybe you'll see me get my hair cut on Saturday, or Sunday for you. Yeah. Alright, see you in a bit.